Hi guys, it's Ian Coleman. It is the 4th of June 2021, 11 in the morning. In this video I want to concentrate on cryptocurrencies. In particular I'm going to focus on Bitcoin, but I'm also going to highlight some quite interesting patterns on the other cryptos on my watch list. I'm going to highlight cypher patterns, I'm going to highlight wave formations, I'm going to highlight bespoke support and resistance. The reason I've not done an update for a while, and it has been requested, is basically because I don't believe in the current rally. I think it is a correction. I've been waiting for a move to the downside to try and get some sort of projection for a potential base for the crypto baskets. We've had a decent sell-off overnight. I think that's going to continue. I'm looking at my bespoke support and resistance levels and trying to line them up with where I think the cypher patterns are going to end up. So let's get to the charts. The most important element of this whole last sell-off, etc., has been my bespoke support and resistance indicators, as far as I'm concerned, and that's this black line here. Okay, so what happened was we sold off. We got a bearish outside candle here. This is known as the TD flip with a 13. We've moved to the downside. Now, if you've watched any of these videos before, what I emphasize a lot is the fact that when you get these TD flips, most of the time you will move to a 9 count. Now you can see here, and we're going to go into the weekend with this candle, that we've got an 8 count at the moment on the weekly. These two candle formations are shocking. That is a decent Marabuzo candle. That's a decent Marabuzo candle. These inside candles are known as inside aramis. They open and close in relatively tight spreads, and they close within the previous candles. So they basically highlight investor indecision, and that's what we continue to see. What's important here is that we've only got an 8. So that should continue to drive lower until we get a 9. When we get a 9 count, it highlights that the correction is complete, and that's very important. And then we get a potential to move to the upside. So when I said I don't believe in the current rally, this is the reason why I don't believe in the current rally, because we haven't got a completed 9 count to the downside. We're going to get onto these levels in a minute, and I've basically highlighted a green support level for all the cryptocurrencies that we're going to discuss. So I want to get onto this time frame here. Okay, so this is the 2-hour time frame. This is this basically false rally that we've had to the upside. We then have to project a fib level for this rally. Now, unlike other technical tools that you use with fibs, you actually project it downwards from this wave. So if we go to here, fib extension, and you project it downwards, which is really weird because obviously if you're Elliott wave enthusiast, you're looking to project it upwards in the wave, but we don't, we project downwards. And what we have here, which is very, very important, is a 127.2% and a 161.8% extension of this wave, this downward wave. It's actually an upward wave, but we're projecting it downward. And these are support levels. Now, if it's to complete a cypher pattern, you cannot breach this level here, okay, 29598. Now, what you have to try and do, if you're going to play the waves, and this first wave has not completed yet, so what we need to do is we need to try and line something up with 161.8%, and that's the 224. We could potentially see this, and that would mean that we move down to that. But the reason why I think it's going to be the 224 is because it lines up with our bespoke indicators on that weekly chart that I've just highlighted, and it will also complete a 9. Okay, so what I'm looking for is this, and I don't particularly want to be trading this. I don't particularly want to be trading this. I want to be trading this because this is a completion of a cypher pattern, and it's also, if we go to this chart, okay, 29650 is just below our bespoke support indicator. So again, going down, spiking, using this as support, completing that cipher pattern, getting a lot of people caught offside, because a lot of people will be believing that that trend is going to continue to the downside towards maybe 17,500, which is a 261.8% extension of the first fib. So what is important over the next couple of days is this leg. We need to see where this leg finishes. If this leg finishes here, we don't have a pattern, basically, because nothing lines up. 261.8% and 161.8% is not a pattern. So we need a real symmetrical pattern to line up. So what we want to see really today, if we're going to be playing this dip here, is we want to see a correction higher from around about 35,000 and then the correction to the upside, and then that impulsive move lower for us to get potentially long of Bitcoin. Now, why is all that so important? Well, if we reflect it onto other cryptos, and that's exactly what we are going to do, he says. For some very strange reason, it's taking quite some time to load my charts at the moment, which is quite annoying. So down here, again, they're all pretty much a mirror of each other at the moment, but when we look at our bespoke support and resistance indicators, they're slightly different, because some of them haven't got enough data to complete a full pattern, and some of them have obviously moved more aggressively than others. But here we have, let's just get this on. Okay, and again, the most important factor is this, okay, 161.8% extension. So again, are we going to complete this pattern? The most important factor is this, 305. If we go to this level, okay, this is 3.1. So again, a spike under, look for the 9 count, and then the potential to move to the upside. Let's quickly move through the others. LTC. Again, this is our confluence zone, so 128.28. Drawing this pattern here. Go to here, 128.28, just below support. If we go to this one, this is quite nice for a previous swing low anyway. 97.97.98. It doesn't line up with bespoke support and resistance, so I believe that there's other better ones to play than that one, than ADA. This one is very good, 0.9054 engine coin. We go to here, got that in the wrong place. So again, something like this. So again, 90.54. If we go to here, it's going to be, or hopefully, going to be near pit perfect, near 90.54. Not so good. 1982 Ethereum. I'm not going to go through them all, these patterns, because you know what I'm getting at now. This one is 17777. 37s, 93. Dog. Not as good. This one's really nice. Neo TVUS. That lines up there, 360, 36.63. SHIB, you don't have enough data. This one's quite nice. VChain, again, coming in at 0.54, the symmetrical pattern. Again, it depends where we stop. If we look to this, this is 0.54. So, are we going to build this? And the last one, which is a double pattern actually. Got patterns within patterns here. This one lines up at 0.027. And again, we haven't got enough data to give us support on these longer time frame charts. So So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking for them all to be relatively mirrored. I'm closely watching Bitcoin. I want to see a reversal or a correction higher close to 35,000. If I don't get it, then this analytical report goes straight out the window and I have to reanalyze what's going on, but I will try and keep you guys posted if I see anything else of importance. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So I'm looking for waves, legs, supports. I think pretty choppy, volatile trading as we've seen, and hopefully we get some decent direction pretty soon. Okay guys, take care, and I'll be back again soon with some more insights. Many thanks.